Hey everybody, it's still November 10th. I came across a story that's kind of disturbing, and if you have children or if you are a child, I suggest you maybe not watch this video. I might put an age warning on this. This is a really messed up story about getting hammered. An infertile, and this is from the Daily Mail, an infertile womb raider, 29, murdered a heavily pregnant woman, 21, then tore her unborn baby from her womb, killing them both, is sentenced to death as the victim's mom brands her an evil piece of flesh. I don't think this is the word she wanted to use, but okay. Taylor Renee Parker killed Reagan Michelle Simmons Hancock and unborn baby in October 2020. So she killed an unborn baby. She didn't abort it. She killed an unborn baby. And the method at which both of these people died is gruesome, which is why I'm putting that warning at the beginning. Taylor stabbed Michelle more than 100 times and crushed her skull with a hammer. She cut out the baby with a scalpel and fled. She took the baby to a hospital where it was already dead, and that's where she was arrested. Parker, the murderer, was just handed a death sentence in Texas yesterday. So there is good news, sort of, I guess. So, the way this story goes is Parker, the older woman, had where does it say? She had a hysterectomy. She had something done to herself. She had undergone a hysterectomy surgery, meaning she was unable to have further children, but she told her boyfriend that she faked being pregnant for her boyfriend for almost 10 months. She wore a bodysuit to fake being pregnant. This is the murderer. This is either the mom or the sister. This is a really gruesome story, so I'm going to read it. An infertile womb raider who stabbed a heavily pregnant woman and crushed her skull, then ripped her unborn baby from her womb, killing them both, was yesterday sentenced to death. Taylor Renee Parker was handed down the fatal sentence after a jury of 6 men and 6 women deliberated for less than 2 hours in Bowie County, 150 miles east of Dallas. The 29-year-old killed Reagan Michelle Simmons Hancock, 21, and her unborn baby in New Boston on October 9th, 2020. She stabbed Michelle more than 100 times and crushed her skull with a hammer before removing her unborn baby, Braxton Sage, from her womb with a scalpel. Parker then fled with the baby girl, who later died and left Michelle to die in front of her 3-year-old daughter. That's right, the woman that was stabbed 100 times and had her skull crushed with a hammer was in front of her 3-year-old daughter the whole time. Parker was convicted of capital murder in October after a jury deliberated for an hour. You notice they said deliberated for an hour here. Every other place in this article it says deliberated for less than 2. I don't know why they do that. Who knows? Jessica Brooks, Michelle's mom, described Parker as an evil piece of flesh and said, "My baby was alive, still fighting for her babies when you tore her open and ripped her baby from her stomach." Michelle's heartbroken sister yesterday gave an emotional victim impact statement before jury deliberations began. Emily Simmons said to Parker, "My only biological sister. You need to understand what you took from me and my family. No more celebrating her birthday. I was barely 19 when I got the call my sister was gone. She will never be my maid of honor. If I visit my sister, I have to go to a graveyard and see a headstone. I will never get a text or a phone call from her again." Prosecutors said Parker was so terrified of losing her boyfriend that she faked a pregnancy for 10 months. She was already a mom of 2, but had gotten a hysterectomy, meaning she was unable to have further children. She faked ultrasounds as well as having a gender reveal party and posting on social media about false pregnancy while searching for a victim. She had befriended Michelle because she was pregnant. And if you can see on this map here, this is where Reagan was killed, in her home, in front of her 3-year-old. And over here in Oklahoma, out of state, is where she was arrested after she took the dead baby to a hospital. Parker murdered Jessica when she was 35 weeks pregnant after searching online how to deliver babies and falsify a pregnancy. Parker is set to be moved to the Mountain View unit in Gatesville, Texas, after her sentencing. This is where the state of Texas houses its female death row inmates, according to court officials. The 29-year-old is entitled to appeal her sentence. That's the end of the article. The key takeaways from this is if you need to fake a pregnancy to keep a man, you're doing something wrong. Also, when they rip an unborn baby from her womb, it's not an unborn clump of cells. She inadvertently aborted the baby that she stole from this woman. She also killed a mother, destroyed a little girl's life and the rest of the family's lives. But this was an unborn baby that she was trying to steal. This is a messed up world. And I'm done. I'm just done. This is so messed up. I'm done.